Hi guys, time out to the trail here. Today it's just me and Scott. We are doing the backpacking trail at Lake Vesuvius. We are back here at Lake Vesuvius. We took our very first backpacking trip here with the kids 2 years ago. We started off on this backpacking trail. We did not make it. About 5 miles in, we had all kinds of things happen. So we jumped over to the Lakeshore Trail and finished that way. We came back last fall and Scott had his accident then. And this is his first time back since.
Yep.
So since it's just him and I, we are going to try to tackle the backpacking trail for the first time.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
it's
like fun.
Beautiful day. Finally warm. It's in the 60s somewhere. And it's the first like real warm day that I can think of. So I'm ready to hike in warm weather and not freeze like I do all of the time. Here's where we leave the nice flat Lakeshore Trail and start heading out the backpacking trail.
Yep.
Literally up the backpacking trail.
So we follow the yellow.
Yep, following the yellow blazes from here on out. Okay, so partway up this big hill that we're climbing, we come to this little tiny campsite. And this is where we stopped for the first time when we had the kids with us and ate lunch. Just kind of nice to revisit it. They were all so much smaller back then. Okay, so we're about 4.2 miles in. We've been hiking for about 2 hours. But the last mile and a half, it's been super easy. It's been perfectly flat and a grassy little path. I do remember from when we did this last time, which was Memorial Day weekend, the grass was really high that year and it was quite a pain to kind of go through it. But so far this year, it's really not that bad. And I don't remember it being this easy last time, but I did have a 50-pound pack. That included a 30-pound kid and 20 pounds worth of her crap. Made it a lot harder. This has been super easy. A couple of hard hills at the beginning, but right now, we could do this all day long.
Oh yeah, this is smooth.
Okay, so we're about 5.2 miles in on the backpacking trail, and we came to this campsite. This is the campsite we stayed at our very first time here. The good thing about this campsite is it intersects the backpacking trail and the Lakeshore Trail. When we came here the very first time, we had some issues with backpacks and just not being able to handle the mileage.
Split backpacks.
Yeah, it fell apart. So we abandoned the backpacking trail, and the next morning jumped over to the Lakeshore Trail, which ended up being a wonderful trip, really. So we're breaking here for lunch. Our goal today is to go about 10 to 12 miles. So hopefully, I mean, we're making good time, so I know we should at least be able to hit 10. No problems.
No problem.
I mean, it's not even 2 yet, so yeah, we got plenty of time. So far, there hasn't been a whole lot to see on this backpacking trail. It's not like the Lakeshore Trail where you have all the nice pretty views and the rock formations. This is just a walk through the woods, at least so far. We haven't seen anything remarkable. But hopefully after lunch, we'll see something a little bit better. All right, so we are back on trail. It's a little after 2. Lunch was good. Probably should have showed you what we had, but I was only thinking about eating it, not showing it. So we just had pulled pork wraps.
On tortilla?
Yeah, on a tortilla. And these little bars that we found at Walmart that have all kinds of good stuff in them. It's like almond butter and pumpkin seeds and blueberries and sunflower seeds and oats and whey protein and a bunch of other stuff. Can't remember, but they were really good. Way better than the Kind bars and the Cliff bars and all those other things. So we are venturing into new territory now. We're continuing on with the backpacking trail, but we've never been on the backpacking trail past that campsite before. So everything from here on out is going to be a new adventure. Pretty excited about that. So please let it be. Oh my gosh. This can't be real.
It is. Guess we can go down below.
We're going to have to go down below it. Yeah, it's definitely not passable.
Either is the other one.
That's what I'm saying. Water come up too high at one point and washed it all away. Wow.
The trail's just on the other side. We're gonna have to.
This is going to be fun. Well, look at that.
Yeah. Bridge busted over.
Oh, it's not going to be too bad. I'm just glad that the water's down. Or toad.
I don't even see him.
I watched him jump from that log into the water. He barely even made a splash. Look how well he blends in. He's not going to move now. That is a shame, though. You know, somebody invested in that bridge. And people came all the way out here, drug all this stuff out here.
Mm-hmm.
It'd definitely be much needed if that water's up. Just a little over 9.5 miles in, the trail is washed out. And it doesn't look that bad from this side. The other side, it looked a lot worse. But I definitely recommend not risking trying to step over that. We went up and around. We actually went up that way, behind that tree, then in front of that tree. And then if you just keep walking around, it's not washed out up there. Circle back around right to the trail. Okay, we're at about 10.3 miles, and I believe what we're seeing here is what's left of an old lookout tower. The paper that we have, it talks about the trail, says this was at 9.9 miles, but like I said, we're around 10.3, so close, but I'm pretty sure this is what that is. All right, so we're about 10.9 miles in. We found this little tiny campsite. It's not the greatest. It needs some cleaning up, but we haven't had much luck with water on this trail. And just back a little ways from where we came, there is a little bit that's flowing. So we decided to go ahead and stay here because the next campsites are like another 2 miles up. And I'm concerned that they might already be taken. So we're calling this home for the night. We're making a little progress, getting things cleaned up, got the fire pit rebuilt, dug out a little bit, gathered up all the sticks in the site, well, most of them, to burn later on, get it cleaned up. Got an area cleared out for the tent. Tent's all set up. Now before we do anything else, we need to go filter water, which is probably, in all honesty, what do you think? About 2/10 of a mile back down the trail.
Yeah.
So this is our water source. It's not much. We have not found a lot of water on this trail today. Honestly, there might have been one other place that we've come across that's been good enough to probably try to get water from. It's the middle of May, and it's been raining a lot in Ohio, so I'd expected a lot more water, but this is what we got. We're still using our platypus gravity flow system here. The thing is it's meant to hang off a tree, so you don't have to worry about it, but every time we find water, there's never like a tree limb to hold it. That's when the tallest person gets to hold it.
Yep.
You can see it flowing though. Okay, so he was able to hang it off this tiny little knob hanging off this limb. And the higher it goes, and when the tubing can be straight, the faster it flows. So that is a plus. It only takes like a minute for that bag to fill up after filtering.
We got another little place. This doesn't work out.
It's hanging on there so far. Leave it to me to get sunburned on a partly cloudy day, walking through the woods most of the day. Huh. Ain't that something?
Sit-down is better than sitting on the lawn.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you a little bit of protection. Okay guys, it's 9:30 and we are in the tent. We are in a hike and bike Yosemite 2-person tent. And I am just not sure this is going to work. We have a big trip coming up, so we have been trying to condense gear and make do with the smallest and lightest stuff possible. So we are testing this out to see if we can both get along.
Fit.
Fit. Oh, yeah, fit in this tent without killing him or each other. I don't know. He has a Nemo Tensor long and wide pad, and I have just a regular one. Now take a good look there. His pad is taking up, I would say, at least 2/3 of the width of this tent. And then my little old pad has what's left.
I'm a bigger guy.
But is it still enough room for him? No. He has to keep creeping onto my pad and throwing his elbow over here. I don't know. Somebody's going to end up cowboy camping before this night's over with. It's not going to be me.
It's not going to be me.
That might be you. You get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Is there a way to lock this thing? Lock you out. Or knock you out.
There you go.
So we did basically 11 miles today, 10.9. And I feel pretty good. I'm pretty excited that I'm not, decrepit yet.
Yep, less sore.
Did a lot of stretching. I think that helped. We went ahead and took this campsite just for concern of water, basically. We wanted to shoot for 12, but I think 11 is just as good.
Yippers. I'm tired.
Quite the conversationalist.
Yeah, I'm tired.
So this is his first time sleeping on this pad. I think he's going to be impressed. I slept on it when I went on a trip with Punky a couple weeks ago, and I was amazed at how quiet it was and how comfortable it was, because I'm a side sleeper. And this was a good investment. It made a big difference on how I slept. And I'm super excited because right now, this is the first time that I have been in the sleeping bag wearing nothing but cuddle duds without like 20 layers and wearing my puffy to bed. I mean, I might still have to get up in the middle of the night and put it on, but as of right now, I'm not cold. And I am really excited about that. Not cold.
So anyway, folks.
I guess that's it. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
We'll see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are ready to start off on day 2. We have a little less than 6 miles to pack back out to the car. We did try to leave the campsite better than what we found it. We picked up all the trash that was here, and we're going to haul that out. We cleaned up a lot of debris and redid the fire pit. So it'll be a little bit of a nicer campsite for whoever comes next. It was somewhat of an interesting night with 2 people in that small tent. It is supposed to be a 2-person tent, but this person here is 6'2" and requires a lot more room than what I do. So
hey, we all fit.
We fit.
Yeah, we fit.
We fit. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so we're going to start off, and hopefully we only have a couple hours back to the car and then head home. So far, we've been pretty lucky with the weather. Yesterday, it was a beautifully sunny day, and there was a slight chance of rain for early in the morning. Well, we got lucky, and we didn't have to pack up in the rain. But it looks like it's going to start raining now. We've got our packs covered. And by looking at the sky, I don't think it's going to stop for a while either.
No, looks pretty gray.
Yeah. We have reached the point where on our first trip we had stayed at a campsite really close to here and played in this creek on the second day of our trip with the kids almost all day. It was great. Not looking forward to crossing this now, but we have to. Get wet?
A little bit. A little bit, not much.
Me either. I think we're good from here.
Yeah.
So now we're currently on a section that is both the backpacking trail and the lakeshore trail. This is going to be really overgrown here soon. There's definitely no avoiding the mud.
No.
So here's where the two trails split off again. So you got the nice clear path of the lakeshore trail. And then you have this for the backpacking trail. Can't imagine what this looks like in July. It's even better after it's been raining. Getting soaked. Probably can't see it too well on camera, but there's a huge cave over there. I have experienced quite a few critter encounters this spring, and I just saw a pretty good sized bobcat jump out from those logs right about there and then run up the trail. He's probably long gone now, but I was hoping to catch him on camera. This one was a good kitty. He ran away from me instead of toward me. Okay, so that nice little like 2-mile stretch that we were bragging about, how nice and flat and easy it was, well, that was it. It was all straight ups and straight downs right after that. And this trail apparently does not believe in switchbacks, because when I say straight up and straight down, that's exactly what it is. Some of these hills have been pretty steep. Luckily now we get to walk this nice little mossy path. Hopefully it lasts for a while, because those hills have not been fun. All right, so we came out of the trail right there. Wasn't too sure where we were. Thought we might have been done, but it brought us out at the Iron Ridge Campground. So we still have a little bit left to go, and it looks like the trail continues across the road over here.
Here's Iron Ridge Campground.
getting close to the end of the trail, and you can really tell through this section where they had one of their scheduled burns not that long ago. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago maybe. Just see everything. I don't know what these things were for.
Probably used to be some big house at one time.
You can still see part of the foundation of whatever it was. We can see the lake again.
First.
Oh look, trail magic.
Go ahead.
Somebody bailed out pretty quick into their hike, didn't they?
Yeah.
Why leave it? Well, last step's a doozy. Home stretch.
It's starting to rain.
Yeah, it's been sprinkling off and on. Just think, yesterday and like 16 miles ago, we are right over there.
Yeah.
So normally we would take that boardwalk back to the parking lot. But this past winter, a tree fell on part of it and it's damaged. So you can only go so far and then they have it blocked off. So we're gonna have to jump up to the road and then finish road walking back to the parking lot. Okay, we are done. According to our mileage, we got 17 miles exactly. So the road walk probably changed it a little bit, but 17 miles in 2 days is pretty good.
Not bad.
And we're still feeling pretty good, so I'm excited about that. Wildlife, we seen 1 squirrel, 3 bobcats, 2 ducks, and about 1,357 chipmunks. The trail, like I said, there were a lot of ups and downs and a lot of blowdowns, but all the blowdowns were easy to get around or under if you had to.
But it's a fairly easy trail.
Yeah, it wasn't really that bad. Nothing much to see though until it intersects with the Lakeshore Trail. There's really nothing to see. It's just walking through the woods.
Yep.
Lots of wildflowers in May right now, or at least mid-May, but I don't figure those will be around much longer. But other than that, you kind of got the green tunnel thing going on. Did you have fun?
Had fun. Did you?
Yeah, of course I had fun. We still have to work on that tent situation. Definitely.
What's that?
So we definitely have to work on that tent situation.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so that's it for this trip. So we will see you next time on
Time out to the trail.